Hello and welcome to a new video, and today we're doing something a little different because I've been sent something to help me with the channel and the videos, and it's been kindly sent to me by Hohem, who make this fantastic gimbal for your phone. They also make one for GoPros and other cameras as well, but they've sent me this one, which is the iSteady M6, which is for phones. So basically, when I do my live streams, as you will have seen in Blackpool, especially the outdoor ones, I use a selfie stick and it's not stabilised in the slightest. The GoPro is completely stabilised, but I don't use that for live streaming. I use the phone. And it wobbles all over the place. Sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable to watch. However, they obviously noticed that and they kindly offered to send me their gimbal and do a little review of it on the channel. So let's have a look at the gimbal and see what it can do. So it comes in this lovely case, as you can see, which is handy for me taking it away when I do my live streams. And it's quite a decent sized gimbal as well. And there it is. So it's locked off at the minute, and then you unlock it, put your phone in, and then basically you hold it like a trigger, like this. And it should keep the phone totally steady no matter what angle you turn it in or move it in. But the good thing about this one is it also comes with a little light at the top as well that you stick on the top of the gimbal here. And it's also an Rgb light, so it can change to many different colours, but it's also a white spotlight, so it'll light me up whilst doing live streams. And also it's got a face tracking thing inside it as well, so if I fix the gimbal down, I can walk around and talk to the camera and this will follow my face, which I really like the sound of. You'll probably see it in a lot of videos coming up on the channel now. But what I really like about this is it's very well made. It's solid. It's heavy, but not too heavy. It's got a nice bit of weight to it, which means to me quality. It's got an LCD screen there, a nice little spinning wheel on the side, and a joystick here for controlling it and moving it. But it's like a trigger as well. You've got a little button there so you can do certain things with it. So let's power it on. I better unlock it first. So you click that down so it unlocks, and then you twist the arm around like that, so it's now free to move, as you can see. So I power it on, it will then level itself, as you can see, and I'm able to move it round. You can change it to different settings as well, so you can move it faster and slower and different things like that. It's got so many settings in this, and up and down for the phone. And you've also got the wheel here, which you can change. You can program it, so it's either a zoom on your phone or it can be a focus on your phone as well. And then you've got your record button there with a little switch either side of it, so you can press record. And you've got different modes on the mode button there, and also some little buttons here that are like a memory, so you can fix the gimbal in position and store in memory where you want it to move, and you can flick between them using these buttons here. But yeah, it's well made. It's really quiet, which I like. I've had a gimbal years ago and it used to make some motor noises. Not this one. You also get this little stand that screws in the bottom as well. So if you want to fix it somewhere, you can do. Just a little tripod. So you can plonk it down and do whatever you need to do. And it's good for the face tracking then as well. You click on your face and then I can walk around 360 and it will follow me around. It's also got this neat feature on the back, which is using this trigger button here. So if I was to get the gimbal slightly out of alignment and I wanted to calibrate it, you just press the trigger button twice and it levels the gimbal, as you can see. And if you press it 3 times, it turns the gimbal around so you can change the camera, use the camera on the back of the phone. So I can talk to the camera like this from behind. And then again, 3 times, it flips back round. And also, if you want to film the other way without getting this in shot, you do it 4 times and it flips it completely the other way, as you can see. So the arm is now in front of the camera or behind the camera. So like I said, it's a very fancy and sophisticated gimbal. Now I'll pop the light on the top as well, so it fits in. It's like a magnetic light there and it doesn't pop off easily. And it's also charged by the gimbal. So obviously you've got a battery built into this as well, which powers itself. And I'm told it can last between 7 and 10 hours, which is amazing. And you just plug it in to a USB port and charge it. So It's also got a mount at the side so you can mount it on something. Yeah, I think what we should do now is head outside and test it while I'm walking around and see what we think of it. Just before we head out, I'm just going to show you how you put your phone in there. So you basically make sure your battery port is lined up with the edge of this. So you just pull the elasticated bottom there, push it up against this section here, and then when you turn it on, it will completely level itself. As you can see. So it's now level. And you can just move it around like this. So let's head outside and see how it handles. So here we are, having a wander. And as you can see, how steady the image is now. And if I just walk along here, I can move it around with the little joystick as well. Left to right, like this, and up or down. Now it will go quite far around, as you can see, but it's good for things like this. If I was to get close to the ground and tilt it up, you can literally sweep around things using the gimbal and it will stabilize itself. And as you can see, because I have just knocked it with my hand, it's now not level. So if I just press the trigger twice, it will level it again, as you can see. So it's now balanced and bang in the middle again. So let me just show you the little twisty wheel on the side. So at the minute it's set to focus, so I can adjust the focus using this wheel on the side, but you can change it to also be a zoom, as you can see here. Now it uses the zoom built into your phone, so the digital camera zoom. There you go. So like I said, you can change the wheel on the side to be a zoom or a focus, and it's also got a zoom button on the gimbal anyway, so you can use that as standard. So let's have a look at the face tracking and try that out. So I'm going to perch the camera somewhere, and then I'm going to try walk round and talk to the camera and see if it follows me. So let's try it. You see it's tracking my face already. If I were to walk round like this, it will follow me no matter where I go, which I think is amazing. I really like that. So I could talk to the camera as I'm walking round like this, and it will go all the way around and follow me as I'm talking. Even down like this. It just locks onto my face straight away as soon as I move into shot. But it also has an object tracking as well. So if I was to pick an object and draw a little circle around it on the camera, on the phone screen, and then move that object round, it would follow that object no matter where I was, and I could move the gimbal round and it would stay focused on that object, and I could also move the object itself. Like I say, it comes with this little light as well. You can see I can get it close there. And like I said, it is an RGB light as well, and you control it from the actual gimbal, and it is quite bright. I've used it before at night and it is bright enough to light me up completely and some things in the background. Like I said, you can also use it because it's RGB, so you can do different colours as well. So you can also use it as a mood light as well, but you just turn it on the side, clip it onto the top of the gimbal here, and you can change it facing you or facing away from you, whichever you want, and it will simply turn on when you use the remote to turn it on, which is fantastic. So when you get the gimbal and then you connect it to your phone, you basically download and install the app on your phone, and it connects to it, and you use that to record the videos. So it lets you use the gimbal as a remote control for your phone. And when you download the app and install it, you also get a load of new features on your camera, some cool video settings. So what I'm going to do now is cut to the center of Leeds, and I'm going to show you some of these little quirky things that you can do with this gimbal. Yeah, I've got to say, I'm really impressed with this gimbal, and it is going to make the live streams on the channel so much better now, especially when I'm walking down the promenade in Blackpool and things like that. So I'm looking forward to using it on the live streams. And a big thank you to Hohem for sending this gimbal out to me for free of charge to try it and review it on the channel, and I get to keep it, which is amazing. If you'd like to buy one of these and you're interested in this type of gimbal, I'm going to put a link in the description below, which is going to point to the Amazon store where you can purchase this. It's a really well built quality gimbal, like I said, and hopefully you'll think so too. But thank you very much for joining us on this little review video of the Hohem gimbal, and I'll see you in the next video next week. Bye for now.